belonging. What is it? Belonging, one of the basic human needs, is associated with the feeling of acceptance as a part of a people group, a shared experience, or belief system. A basic human need, a feeling of acceptance, a shared experience, or a belief system. So when I say to you that we need to figure out how to create a sense of belonging, it's one thing, because that's only partial. I'm talking about actually creating a culture of belonging, where belonging is normalized. Now, we put that adjacent to these words we use all the time, diversity and inclusion. What we know now, pretty clear to everybody, is that diversity is good for business. But it is a set of facts. Diversity is a set of facts. Inclusion is a choice. And it's a choice about the behaviors that other people experience based on the ones you deliver. Inclusion is a choice. Now, I want you to think about the way you may treat other people. The way people perceive those behaviors informs whether they feel like they belong or not. It's the behaviors you deliver as a leader. They look to you as a leader. We spend a great deal of time, resource, and energy making sure people are experiencing inclusion. We do it. We've been doing it for years. But I believe people, especially people leaders, need to take a step back to focus on some basic fundamentals. Let's examine the culture. Let's examine the culture, the environments we create, and the processes we build to sustain these cultures. So who actually owns the culture? Who owns it? Who role models the behavior that embodies the culture? Who? Leaders. I know some of you right now, it's like, it's not me. Yes, it is you. You're the leader. Now, I'm not talking about the ones at the very top. Of course they create the culture. And they're one of the main architects. I'm talking about people leaders, the ones who lead people and teams day to day and week to week, day to day and week to week, day to day and week to week. It's not an option that you understand that you are leading people, not processes. So think about it, the intersection of where your leadership skills are and where your inclusive behaviors are is the strongest leverage point to building a true culture of belonging. It's not an option. Times are divisive. Change is around us all the time, and people need you. People need you to lead. For some of you, you need to lead differently. For some of you, you need to lead for the first time the way the world is now. And I know you're not ready, some of you, and I know you may not feel like you're equipped, but I'll say it again, it's not an option. If you're in a leadership role and you have influence over people and teams, you're supposed to try your best to create a culture where people feel like they belong. Every high-performing team I've ever worked with, that I've ever been a part of, that I've ever helped build, always focused on, at some point, the human side of the transaction. Human-centered inputs. That means you have to go to your humans, understand what they're going through right now, how you may be able to serve them, how you may be able to help them, how you may be able to coach them, but you have to do that by going to them. That means you have to go to your humans, understand what they're going through right now, how you may be able to serve them, how you may be able to help them, how you may be able to coach them, but you have to do that by going to them. And that means the transaction, it'll still be there about the business outputs, but the human-centered inputs start with you being very intentional.